We go.
Hello everyone, let me hope you're doing good. Yes, your host Steven Nsubuga from Kampala, Uganda, of course, sending in to you at Lake Victoria and Teleside, and we are so much humbled and honored to just have you around. Of course, you see that we are around. These are the waters, of course, in Kampala, Uganda, but then we are dealing in Teleside, where the airport for for Uganda is. But then, of course, greetings from the district ambassador, Pastor Brenda Damba, and then, of course, the global director, Dr. Slaughter. We are so much humbled and honored to, of course, to still remind us of, you're still with your host, of course, Steven, and with SWAB Network Uganda, and of course, reminding you a bit about what we are handling. We're handling Lake Victoria, and just still, of course, giving you the brief background about Lake Victoria. The origin or the source of Lake Victoria is River Nile. And of course, most of us who have read about River Nile is flowing all along from, from the eastern Uganda. That's the area of known as Ginger. Of course, Ginger Place, that's where we're finding Lake Victoria. And of course, it is sloping it down, going up to Egypt down there. Those who know the story of Jesus Christ, of course, we know the land of Egypt and how Pharaoh and all the lifestyle happened. It was all from Uganda. So just knowing about this lake, it has different types of sceneries. Of course, we see people on the boats, we see people chilling around, of course, behind us and giving us the best beautiful sceneries, of course, that is happening over Uganda here. And also, seeing the people fishing around, also, over the lakes and seeing the boats. Of course, they are very far right now, you cannot view them, but then they are giving one of the best. Of course, getting the fish from the waters. The fish from the waters, you can tell the waters are fresh. Of course, many beaches around that we are yet to discover around Lake Victoria. But right now, I was passing around the road and I said, why not? Let me give us the best about Lake Victoria. And I believe about one thing, that you're going to enjoy the best journey with SWAB Network. You're going to bringing you the best of Uganda's tourist attraction and the best of its relief, the altitude, the mountains, the lakes, the sceneries, the people, the cultures, and the characters, the food, the fruits that we eat, and lots of things that we need to handle. So I remain your host, Steven. Blessings. Right, of course, bringing back, of course, to talk about Lake Victoria, and I would love to just give you a brief background about Lake Victoria. Of course, with your host, Steven Nsubuga, around to bring you the best about Uganda. And of course, bring about the original name or the native name of Lake Victoria is known as, of course, Nsubuga Lake. It was named, of course, here, and Lake Victoria comes in from, of course, a tourist who came, of course, in Uganda, and then it was called Huntington John's Peak, and then gave it Lake Victoria, of course, from the original Queen of England, who was called Victoria. Of course, knowing stretching itself for in a bit of 400,000 years back in the East Rift Valley, of course, East African region, knowing covering all those countries of Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, of course, and sharing all that. It really beautifies on the relief of Uganda. Just the way you look at the weather right now, it's such an evening moment, and of course bring you the best, and just knowing that the British explorer Huntington is one who named it, of course, Lake Victoria, just to repeat it for us to understand more. And to bring it to our notes that I don't think the team who discovered it, it was already there, but then, of course, how they gave it, but then we bless the Lord for such a beautiful scenery, and of course, bring you the best of Uganda. God bless you.